Good evening all, thanks for tuning in this week. Here we are, Tier 1, round 9 here at Qatar. Comms tonight is myself, Clemo. Unfortunately Steve's unable to make it tonight, so you've got me stepping in. Just on with Kane Lowry at the moment. He is the first out on track, so we'll be the first to start a hot lap. Just a normal race weekend as well here, so no sprint, full quali and the feature race. Kane is about to start his first flying lap now. It's nice and tidy through turn 1, 2 and 3. Flash of overtake there. The Red Bull gets out of his way. Not a Red Bull, sorry, a Racing Bull. Purple sector 1, but he is the only one who's set a sector 1 split so far. Through the triple right hander there, nice and fast, flat out all the way through, keeps it within the lines, just the final corner to go now. ERS on, burn whatever he's got left, and a 1:22.9 is the first time on the board. Next across the line, I think that's a Racing Bull starting a lap, it's his teammate, a 1:22.7 from Nibs. King Panda on the medium tyres, a 23.8. Luke a 22.8. Just have a quick check of tyres. Yeah, so Panda, Dan, Super Striker, LF Racing, and Andoni on the mediums. Everyone else on the softs. Ashik's at a 22.399, I'll be with a 22.5. Andoni with a 22.4. See what Dan manages, 23.7 with the mediums. So the lap times on the mediums not really competitive. A second off the pace at least. See what Rick can manage here now, out the final corner. .22.7 puts himself P4. Toby on a lap, and we've got Chip on a lap. I think that was... Oh no, it wasn't, sorry. It was the other Alpine that Toby had just gone past. Toby up to the line, 22.8, P6. Super Striker there, 22.8. His second lap on them same tyres, so up to P6 for him. See what Chip can manage now in this final sector. Oh, he runs wide, doesn't invalidate, so I must have lost time. And 23.4 from Chip, P10 at the moment, so safe at the moment, but a lot of lads not set a time yet. We've got Adam out on track. Pink Eye's just come out, Bark is around in the final corner. We'll just stick on with Bark. Bark, just a flash of overtake as he crossed the line, but turned that off very quickly. Yeah, he's just flashing it out of the corners. Got a Red Bull, a tour bit slowly in sector 3. Think that might be low fuel mode. Just a couple of corners to go now for Bark. Next across the line after Bark, I think it'll be LF Racing as Rick goes top of 122.2. Bark might pick up a nice little slipstream there from that Racing Bolt. 22.7 from Bark. Apologies. Panda's gone again on them medium tyres. And we've got LF up to the line now on the mediums. 22.8 puts himself P9. Pink Eye just coming up to the line. 22.4. Straight for the soft tyres for Pink Eye. No messing about on the mediums, but still a lot of VRS left at the end of that lap, considering. I think Panda is on an in lap. Dan's on an out lap, he is on the softs this time. Panda's still on the mediums. James Brown's got the softs on, let's see if he's improving. And he is quite of a second improvement there. I mean, he needs more than that to be competitive here. Now flag in sector 1. I think that was just the car getting out of the way. James Brown up to the line and improves by a second. 23 flat, puts himself P13. On the mediums, into the pits, got down on a lap, improving almost 3/4 of a second, saying no, across the line, 9/10, puts himself P11. Jukester improving up to P3, 122.3. Super Striker going quickest to 21.9, so 3/10 ahead at the moment for Super Striker. We've got LOI Con just on an outlap. Chip Hazard improving just less than a 10th for Sector 2. And only fastest, 21.8, so track evolution helping these lads now. Got Airways out on track on an outlap, Panda on an outlap, Con on an outlap, Adam as well now. Jump on with Con, it'll be his first time set. Say the purple sector 1, but that could just be because he's not got time on the board yet. Jump on board with it. It looks quick. Bit of a snap there, that lost him some time. Final corner now. And only P15 at 22.9, so I don't think he has enough fuel to go again. As Airways is on his run up to the line now, P14, that's 22.8. Puts Luke in that P15 drop position. Adam's invalidated. See what Panda can do, if Panda can knock Luke out. 6/10 improvement. Oh, not invalidated. I thought he just crossed the lines there. One corner to go now. And Panda does not Luke out. P8, 22.5. I think there's only James Brown who can improve in that bottom group now. And James Brown into the pits, invalidating. Adam on a lap, half a second improvement so far. Evening Pink Eye mate, thanks for tuning in. Adam run up to the line now, might get a slipstream off this Alpine ahead of him. Up to P11, 22.6, that's knocked Airways out, and Airways is out, checkered flag. So the bottom 5 is confirmed. Dan scraping through there, P15, he is on a lap at the moment, almost 4 tenths improvement, sector 2, but we are going to be losing Airways, Luke, Eli Con, James Brown and Chip Hazard. Dan does improve 22.3, puts himself up to P4, so very competitive time there from Dan right at the end of the session. Alby's on a fast lap as well. I think Barks just bailed out of his lap. See what Alby can manage now, up to the line. Almost 4 tenths improvement, P3, 22.1, so just 2 guys in the 21s at the moment, Andoni and Super Striker. And that is it, we're just waiting for Adam's car to be wheeled in, but we are losing Airways, Luke, Con, James Brown and Chip Hazard. Andoni and Super Striker setting the pace there in that Q1 session. Should see time start to improve now as well with a bit of track evolution. LF Racing setting his time on the mediums there as well. But super close throughout the session, to be honest. Less than a second covering your top 15, 16. Yeah, just 1.5 down to P20. See who the first one is out on track. See, that's the Martin of LF. And he's got the medium tyres on again, as does Super Striker. I thought we had no audio then, we're just waiting for the camera to pick up the sound of the car. As Panda says, gonna have to call myself No Practice Panda. Well, yeah, join the club, mate. Although I think my championship standings reflect No Practice a little bit more, having just 1 point this season. But you're through into Q2. Just leave them mediums off. Stick to softs. And he's got mediums on. Oh. So he didn't learn his lesson from Q1. He's doing it again. On the other hand, LF did have the pace on their medium tyres. Yellow flag. I think that was an Alpine moving out the way of a racing bull. And I left first time on the board, 22.4 on the mediums, very good time. As Rick manages 22.6 on the softs, Super Striker 22.9 on the softs. Jukester is just starting a hot lap. Albi has invalidated. McLaren are back, just coming round the final corner. Uh, 22.8 for back. So P4 at the moment. Zandoni goes top, 22.1, and he had Panda right. Sorry, Andoni was right behind Panda. Panda 23.9, so no improvement on their mediums. I think he needs to get in and get them soft tyres on because they are not working for him. Ken Layer is invalidated, Alb is invalidated. See what Jukester can manage. Fair enough, fair enough. Jukester goes top, 22 flat. Yeah, fair enough, Panda. Apologies. I'm just looking at this from a Racing Bulls team point of view. You know, your improvement on the soft tyres was a lot better than the medium. Well, your pace, sorry, on the soft tyres was a lot better than the mediums. And with Albi, who is going for another lap after invalidating his previous. Probably looks a little wide down the end of that triple right-hander, but not invalidated. Fuel light is flashing. Oh, a bit wide on exit. Again, not invalidated though. He's used all his ERS and it's a 23 flat, so only P8 for Albert. Adam Lindbergh just coming around the final corner now. If they were 20% warm mediums, I definitely wouldn't have bothered with them. Adam 22.3 puts himself P3. Yellow flag in sector 2. I think that was just the car getting out of the way. We've got Ashik on a lap now. Ashik saying purple sector 2, but again yet to have a time on the board. A little wide there through the second of the three right-handers. Keeps it well within track limits on the left. And again for the final corner, exit the final corner, nice and clean. And it's a 22.4 for Ashik, so P5 this time round. Super Striker improving on a set of softs now. Six tenths up at sector 2. Got Haas just about to cross the line. That was Nibs on his outlap. Got the McLaren of Pink Eye just coming up to the line. The Pink manages a 22.5. Super Striker up to P4, 22.3. There we go, LF Racing 21.5 puts himself P1. Got Panda on a lap. He's got Nibs just behind him on track as well, who's yet to set a time. And Panda 9 tenths under at sector 2. Can he keep it clean now? Almost a second improvement, moves him up one position. A 22.9 puts him P13 just ahead of Albi. Let's see what Nibs can manage now out at the final corner. Up to the line, 22.6, P11 for Nibs. Got Dan on a lap as well. He's got overtake on. I think he's just trying to get back round to the pits. I've only just realised that the track layout's changed and that the entry to the pits isn't on the other side of the final corner. I wondered where we were going then. Kane Lowry did manage to get to P3, 22.1. Nibs is invalidated. Got Rick on an outlap, so we'll jump on with him. Just started his flying lap now. think Nibs has hit low fuel mode now. Only 2 on track at the moment. There is a Mercedes coming out of the pits, which will be Super Striker. Just 1 corner to go now for Rick. P2, 21.7. 8.5 tenth improvement there from Rick. Good time, very good time on his second run. Super Striker halfway around the lap on his out lap. We've got a couple of cars coming out of the pits now as well. Got Panda out there. The McLaren of Pink is out now. Got Dan on his way out. The Haas of Nibs. Ashik's out. Toby's out. Adam Lindbergh's out. Just as Super Striker's starting his lap, so he's going to have a bit of traffic, right? And he's invalidated. Super Striker's invalidated, so that, I think, will be him unless he's put the fuel in to go again. I think it might be a bit too tight for Bark to make the line. Who's first to start a lap? Panda is. Panda, then Pink Eye, then Dan. Yellow flags as the Mercedes moves out the way of a Ferrari. That's Super Striker. It looks like he is going again, so he must have enough fuel. Pink Eye improving by a tenth at sector 1. Dan almost quarter of a second. And the checkered flag's out. Bart missed it. Very close, but unfortunate for Bart there. He's missed the line. Taking the checkered flag, so Bart is out of the session. I've missed Panda's sector 2 split. Pink Eye 2 tenths up. See if Dan continues his improvement. Another quarter of a second. Panda, it's saying 3 tenths it was at sector 2. Let's see what he manages to cross the line now. P8, a 22.3. Down to Pink. A 22 flat, P4 for Pink. Dan now. P5, 22 flat as well. Nibs P11. Ashik P12. Toby P13. Is Albie improving? He is. 7 tenths, it's saying. Super Striker did improve on that second run, 21.5. Did Albie make it? I think he did. P8, P6. So I believe Panda's just been knocked out there as well. And he has. LF Racing setting the pace there, close at the top between LF and Super Striker. To be fair, close all the way down the field, but your top 10 covered by less than 8 tenths. But losing Panda, Captain Nibs, Ashik, Toby, and Barkman do from that Q2 session. I'll be back in just a second. Apologies there, guys. I am back now. First lap on the board, it's Kane Lowry with a 22.6. We've got Super Striker up next, 21.8. Rick invalidated, so he's straight into the pits. Alby's invalidated. LF's on an out lap. I think Jukester will be the next one that's crossed the line with a time. And Dukes has abandoned his lap into the pits. I think Andorri's the one who went past. 21.4 he did. Pink Eye 21.6. Mercedes Super Striker, I believe he's on his way in. He is. Hasaki and Lowry, I think he's on his way in. Well, he definitely is. We've got Dan on a lap now. I think he's got LF ahead of him on track. Albi has invalidated again. And LF has invalidated. So Dan will be the next to set of time. Dan up to the line, 22.5 P5 from Dan. Albert has gone again, so this is his third lap now. See if he manages to keep it within track limits this time round. Made it through sector 2 with no invalidation. Can he keep it up through sector 3 now? Just 2 corners. Dukes is invalidated again. Got Super Striker on his way out of the pits. Super Striker in third at the moment, but going out again. He wants to try and make a mark on that pole, try and close in on that pole position. Going out early while there's still a lot in the pits. Kane Lowry out as well. He's coming through sector 1 on his out lap. Super Striker starts his lap as we've got a few others now coming out of the pits. Ferrari of Adam, Aston of LF, Mistake Dan, McLaren of Pink Eye, and well, yeah, that's everyone now. Albi's just on his way out as well, so everyone now out on track. Super Striker the only one on the Kane Low's just started his fast lap as well, so Super Striker and Kane on fast laps. A lot of this traffic will need to get out of the way. Two striker now up to the line, 21-6. All he manages on what he assumes a fresh set. See what Kane Lowry manages. 4 tenths improvement through sector 2. Yellow flag, which I think is just cars moving out of the way. Trying to build a bit of space to the car ahead. Kane up to the line now, and 21-9, improved by 6.5 tenths. Red Bull and Duke's trying to pinch a slipstream there. And that is it. Checkered flag is out now. Super Striker and Kane Lowry are done. That is their time set. Adam Lindbergh's going to be the next across the line. He's got Dan just behind him as well. Let's see what Adam's sector 2 split is. Two tenths over, not improving. Dan improving by 3 tenths. So Dan will not jump up looking at that time, actually. And Adam straight into the pits. Dan down to the line. Oh, Dan's missed out on a slipstream there from Adam, but 4 tenths improvement, 22 flat. LF 21-1, Pink Eye 21-2, Rick 21-4, Jukester 21-6, Albie 21-9, Andoni, what does he manage? 21-3. So that is it. I feel bad for Dan saying it, but only one man not in the 21s there in that session. And I mean, he's only just in the 22s, so extremely close. But yeah, LF Racing will be taking pole. Pink Eye on that front row with him. Got a Williams second row lockout with Andoni and Rick. Super Striker Dukes on the third row. Adam and Kate Lowry on the fourth, and then Albie and Dan rounding out the top 10. There we go, confirmation of your top 10 there. I will be back in just a second before the start of the race. And I'm back just in time for the start of the race. Quick tyre check. Everybody bar Panda opting for the mediums. Apologies, Luke, mate, I've only just seen your message. That's 5 lights. And away we go. Looks a good start from Pink, but LF's got him covered. Two Williams are side by side into the first turn. Albie up 2, past Adam and Kane Lowry. Dan stays where he is, Panda stays where he is. Yellow flag's flashing now, that's James Brown at the back. Albie up past Dukes as well now. So Albie up to P6. Top 5 as they were. Colin down, Colin back past Bark. Sorry, not Colin, Connor. Ferrari of Ashik battling with Luke now. Luke does have wing damage as well. Missing an end plate though. Oh, he's missing more than an end plate, he's missing both end plates. He's missing his wing on one side. He is. As LF sets the fastest lap, but so far your top 18 all within DRS of each other. Still extremely close here. Airways just dropping off the back a little bit. Back just dropping off the back of Connor as well. But the rest are extremely close. Battle with the McLaren of Bark, Chip and Ashik very close. Ooh, Chip runs a little wide. DRS is activated this time. Is anyone going to be able to make a move? Doesn't look like it. Toby makes it past Panda. But Toby's used a lot of ERS, down to 14%. Panda and Nibs are battling now. Panda on them hard tyres, it's going to take a few laps before it starts coming to him. Dan just breaking the DRS to the group behind, sticking within it on Kane. This is what he needs to do, that'll keep him in touch with this lead group. Apologies, I've got hiccups now. Dan does get DRS again as Pink Eye made a move for the lead. And Andoni's followed him through. LF back, trying to battle back now with Andoni side by side through turn 2. LF losing 2 places down that straight though. And still your top 10 all within DRS. James Brown's pitted. Ashik and Bark swapping position though. Okay, Lowry just losing touch with that group ahead. But they have... Oh, he's back in DRS now actually. Oh, back out. They have gapped Toby by 2.4 seconds now, so comfortably ahead of that following pack. See if Dan's able to make a move here. As LF takes the lead back. And Pink Eye's lost out. Andoni takes Pink Eye and LF takes them both. As they're almost 3 wide here. Andoni taking the lead from LF. This is going to hold your leading group up a little bit. Rick all over the back of Pink Eye as well. He must be thinking about a move. I've got to say, extremely close on track. Your top 8 all within DRS of each other. Kane Lowry 1.6 back with Dan in DRS of him. Then Nibs 2.6 back of Dan. And then the next 7 cars, 8 cars all within DRS as well. And then obviously Luke and James Brown, who have had to make a pit stop. As Pink Eye goes for the double overtake this time. Ooh, runs wide though. And we are 3 wide going into turn 2. And Andoni toughs it out. Holds that P1. Pink and LF still side by side, still battling through though. Oh, I've got to say, great driving that. Great driving from the 3 of them. Albert up into P7, up 2 places. Dan has made it past Kane now though, so let's see if Dan can close in that gap to the group ahead. Kane Lowry does have a 3-second penalty as well. Picked that up very early. Looking at the splits, I'd say Dan's pulled about 3-4 attempts back in. LF going for it again. On Andoni. Pink Eye not close enough to try and get the double overtake this time round. Ooh. Toby makes it past Nibs. Ashik up past Bark. The group ahead having DRS is costing Dan now actually. That gap went back up to 1.8. He brought it back down to 1.6, 1.5, but that straight's where he's losing all that time. He has now brought DRS to Kane as well. Or he's on the verge of breaking it. Ooh, got Albert with a 3-second penalty and LOI Con with a 3-second penalty as well. Chip joining the club. 7 laps in, just starting the 8th lap now. And already 4 track limit penalties as Andoni takes that lead back from LF. Pink Eye again just sitting behind. I will say Andoni's burning a lot of ERS to stay in that battle. I'll stay at the front of that battle. The other 2 lads still over 90%, LF and Pink, so they're playing the calm game, keeping it cool. Jukester as well, 95% ERS in P6, still in touch with this group. Albie and Adam just dropping back a little bit. But we've got Con up 5 places into P13. He's the biggest mover at the moment. But he does have a 3-second time penalty. It's at the moment a dropping from P13 down to P18. Or P17 because Chip's got a penalty as well. Keep an eye on this lead battle now. I'm sure we'll see some changes again. Ooh, as Pink runs wide out that final corner. I think that might have cost him. LF going for the move. Up the inside. And takes P1 back. Super Striker right on the back of Rick there as well. I think Rick's sorry, let me put my teeth back in. I think Rick, Super Striker and Jukester will be fairly happy here just sitting within DRS, knowing the lads ahead are chopping and changing positions. Stick with that leading group, not sure your hand yet, but stay in the fight. Panda only 1 on the hard tyres to start. Luke and James Brown both did put hards on in their pit stops, but Panda, the only one to start on the hards, is keeping in touch, but I don't think he's seen the benefit of him yet. Andoni taking that lead back. Is Pink Eye trying to follow him through? He is, but he's not got it. LF covering that off, defending nicely. As Adam has made it past Albie, Albie's fighting back. This will bring them closer to Dan and Kane Lowry behind. As Kane picks up another penalty. 6 seconds now for Kane Lowry. Airways is pitted. We've got a couple of little groups just forming now. Dan very close to DRS on Adam and Albie ahead. Now within it, he's gapped Kane as well. I'm sure we'll see a change up at the front. And Pink Eye is going for it. The double slipstream, the double overtake, runs wide again. Andoni really has nowhere to go in the middle there. He's got LF on the inside, Pink on the outside, but he holds his own and he keeps the position. Rick and Super Striker were close as well. I think Super Striker were looking at making a move there on Rick. But yeah, Dan part of this group now for 7th behind Albie. Albie with a 3-second penalty as well. Got Kane Lowry by 1.4. LOI Cons made it past Toby. Them hard tyres of Pandas should really be coming in now, as Toby picks up a 3-second penalty. Pink Eye's in, Pink Eye's gone for the undercut. LF makes the move on Andoni. Dan's pitted, Adam's pitted, Nibs has pitted. Hard tyres on for Dan. I assume it'll be hard tyres for everyone though. It is Pink, Adam, Dan, Nibs, hard tyres. Ooh! As Nibs, as soon as he took control of his car there, or took the pit lane limiter off, spins it into the wall and loses his wing. So Nibs will have to pit again. Yeah, he's off track. He's not got much control there. I think that might have just been a little lapse of concentration. And Dan has lost out. He's lost time to Adam there on that pit stop. I think Adam's lost time to Pink Eye as well. As the leading group now pitting, LF's in, Rick's in, Super Striker's in, Albie's in, Kane Lowry's in, Andoni and Dukes are staying out. Let's see where LF comes out now. Toby's into the pits as well. The McLaren of Pinks crossed the line now. He's just coming up. And the undercut's not worked. He's only just managed to get past Rick, but he's still behind LF. Now he has already done a lap on these tyres, so they will be a bit warmer than LF's as he... Nibs pulls into the pits and retires from the session. Now, will Andoni and Jukester react this lap? They do, they're both in. Oh, as Rick picks up 3 seconds. He's right on the back of Pink Eye as well. That'll cost him. See where Andoni comes out now. No, he stayed out an extra lap. I think he's been undercut. And he has. Pink Eye, LF, Rick. Oh, Super Striker gonna make it past him as well. He has. Oh, they're still side by side. Neither one of them willing to give that position up there. And Super Striker's held it. The warmer tyres there playing to his advantage. So Andoni now has lost out. What was net P1 is now net P5. Net P5. So that has cost him. And the side-by-side battling's dropped Super Striker and Andoni out of DRS and that group ahead. So it's between Pink, LF and Rick at the moment. Rick does have a 3-second penalty though. Just a quick check of the penalties. We've got Panda, Rick, Albie, Con, Toby, Chip and James Brown with 3 seconds, and Kane Lowry just picked up another 3 to make it 9 seconds. As Ashik's pitted, LF going for the move on Pink into turn 1. DRS assisted. Yeah, I saw that, Nibs, mate. I was on board with you as you hit the wall. I think we should have a checkered flag now, though. Racing Bull in P1. Come on. Up the boys. Dan still got Kane Lowry in his DRS. And just outside it of Adam. Albie. It was Adam, Albie and Dan in a battle, and now Albie's 2 seconds ahead, so it looks like the overcut worked for Albie. Oh, Pink Eye picks up 3 seconds as well. So that could be crucial in terms of the battle for the lead here. See Jukester pulling out. Super Striker going for the move on Andoni as Jukester gets both of them as well. Jukester making the double move. Ashik past Toby. I think this is just a three-way battle between Ashik, Toby and Con. Looks like we've got some gaps now across the field. Your net top 3, LF, Pink and Rick in a little DRS battle of their own. 2.3 seconds to Jukes, who's got Super Striker and Andoni all over him. Albie's in a bit of no man's land. Adam's got 1.1 behind him to Dan, who's got Kane in tow. Well, Dan's actually gaining on Adam quickly there. Don't know if Adam's had a moment. But I think Dan's just pulled about half a second in him in one sector. Super Striker making it past Jukes. Oh, Rick's left the session. I'm trying to fire him an invite. Apologies for that, I've just got an invite out to Rick, but that is nightmare tackle for Rick. That disconnection's going to cost him massively. His car's ghosted and he's now out of this battle for the lead. Albi's now past him as well. It's Pink sitting behind. Dukes that makes it past Super Striker again. Rick's still ghosted, so he's not back in the session yet. Zandoni's just picked up 3 seconds. So now Albi, Adam, Dan, Kane all past Rick. Ashit with a 3-second penalty. Panda has pitted now off the hards onto the mediums. LF takes the lead from Pink. I think we are now just settling into everyone's positions. We'll have a look at tyres. So Panda now 10 laps on these fresh mediums. I expect him to be fairly quick. I mean, there are quite a few groups ahead. Is Rick in the session? Super Striker picking up 3 seconds as well now. Rick is back in the session. His car is not ghosted anymore. But he has gone from a battle for the lead to 13th position. That could be good for Panda sticking on the back of him actually, because Rick will be faster than a lot of the guys ahead. But yeah, Pink 3-second penalty at the moment in the lead. LF just behind him. Dukes the 3 seconds back from them. Super Striker with a penalty all over the back of Dukester. And Donny with a 3-second penalty. He's dropped off the back of them two. Zashik now picks up 3 seconds as well. Albi with a penalty. Adam and Dan are clear. Bark and Irway is clear as well. But here we go. See if LF makes a move this time. He's burning ERS, DRS open, pulls alongside, and Super Striker makes it past Dukes as well. I'll be honest, I don't think Dukes will be too mithered knowing he's got a 3-second penalty. He'll just be hoping that he can close in on Pink. Because Dukes might be able to jump 2 spots if he can close and get within 3 seconds of Pink as well. Kane Lowry with another 3-second penalty. He'll be lucky not to be disqualified at this rate. Ashit with 6, Kane with 12, and then Pink, Super Striker, and Donny, Albie, Con, Toby, Panda, Rick, Airways, Chip, and James Brown with 3. Super Striker and Dukes are gaining on the leading group. Dukes is currently within that 3 seconds to Pink. Oh, Pink spun! Pink spun, he's in the wall, he's out! He's out! It's a full safety car. Wow, Pink losing it there. As Airways gets a 10-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Airways and Chip deciding to pit. Is it now 7 laps to go? Who's going to make the decision? I think most of the field will pit, to be honest. They'll all still have that pit stop. No one's picked up the safety car yet. Airways opted for mediums, Chip's gone for softs. But this is going to help the likes of LF, Dukes, Adam, Dan back with no penalties. Luke's into the pits as well, he's popped a set of softs on. Pink Eye in that battle for the lead with a 3-second penalty, so you know, potentially a battle for second or third. And he's bottled it. He's took a lot of curb and spun, lost control of the car. As a lot of people are pitting now, all your leading groups in. Yeah, I think you sort of have to. Softs on, brains off, that sort of moment. Kane Lowry has stared out. And he's come out between LF and Dukes. So Kane Lowry will help LF win this race by the looks of it. Chip picking up 3 seconds under the safety car. He's back into the pits as... Oh no, he's not. Sorry, that's Airways into the pits again. Rick's got 12 lap old mediums on. Ashik went for fresh mediums. I think Kane Lowry's going to be the cork in the bottle here, just holding up the guys behind. I just hope it doesn't bring carnage. But Dukes are no longer needing to worry about that gap to Pink anymore. Pink out of the race. I'd assume he'd make it past Kane fairly lively. And he looks pretty solid for a P2 here. And Rick's pitted again now. I feel like he could have done that a lap ago. Unless he really wants the freshest tyres he could possibly get. But is that with the track position? I don't think it is. Oh, I've just realised as well, we've got James Brown, the lap car between Dukes and Super Striker. I'd expect safety car be in this lap. Field's all fully backed up. LF just flirting with a safety car there, just trying to check out the driver, I think. Okay, now we're doing a lot of tyre warming on them hards. Them worn hards. I don't really think it's going to help him much against these fresh softs of everyone behind him, to be fair. Safety car is in this lap as LF will start to back up the pack now. Slowly backing up the pack, letting that safety car get round that final corner into the pit lane. Now, I'd expect these softs to be fired up a lot better than Kane's hards. And it looks like LF's gone, he's caught him napping, he's gone early. He didn't expect it. He's gone early. Is Duke's going to make it past Kane before turn one? It looks like he is. He's up the inside. Nicely done by Dukes, not losing any time, or as minimal time as possible. Adam up past Albie. Albie fighting back. The side by side. Now Adam and Daniel just want to stay as close as possible to the group ahead, knowing that they all have penalties up to. Yeah, Adam could potentially inherit P3 here because of penalties. And Dan could take P4. Super Striker makes it past Kane now as well. Now Kane has held the group up. Super Striker's got 2.5 seconds to the guys ahead. Albie's up past Andoni now. Andoni's been passed by Adam. He's got wing damage. Andoni's got no end plates. I don't know if that's come from contact with Albie. I know he was battling him. But that's going to cost him drastically, and Dan will want to get past him as quick as possible. Oh, Dan has a big snap out that final corner. Ashik right on his gearbox. I think Con's ended up taking wing damage though. He has. The Mercedes of Con hit the back of the Ferrari of Ashik. As Andoni goes straight on, Dan takes P7. He's got Panda going round the outside as well. Panda now up to P7. Dan's fighting back. Ooh, on the curve, off the track. Toby picking up 3 seconds. Con's down to P11 now. Still a lot of penalties ahead of Dan though. And Adam, you don't want to be picking anything up now. James Brown, 3 seconds. Rick, 3 seconds. This gaggle of cars now caught behind Kane Lowry. Chip with another 3 seconds. James Brown, the ghosted car's there as well. He's trying to unlap himself on Kane. Panda's going for a move. Panda gets it done into turn 1. Ashik tried making a move on Dan there, contact on the apex, and they've lost the position now to Toby. Adams now all over the back of Albie. 2 cars ahead, both with penalties. So how many seconds does Super Striker have? Just 3 seconds. Adam will need to gain maybe a 10.5, 2 tenths to be within that 3 seconds of Super Striker. Panda's gaining on these as well. Adam's gone for the move on Albie. And Adam's now within that 3 seconds, so Adam could inherit the podium here. Dan finds himself now behind Kane Lowry on them worn hards. And Kane Lowry picks up another 3 seconds. Kane Lowry's royally pushing it. 15 seconds now of track limit penalties. Chip Hazard on 9, Ashik 6, Airways 6, Rick 6, Albie 6, Toby 6, James Brown 6, Andoni, Con, and Panda Super Striker at 3 seconds. Chip and James Brown 9. A lot of penalties here. It is one of them tracks, I think it is fairly easy to get track limit warnings. Dan's got Ashik all over his gearbox. Ashik not giving him a moment to breathe, but they will want to get past Kane Lowry, who looks to be weaving down the straight there. As Panda fights past Albie, Albie's giving it back to him. Side by side. And Albie keeps the position. Nice driving there from Albie. Hard but fair, as it looked like Toby had a bit of a snap then on the exit of that corner. And this is the final lap of the race. And only picking up 3 seconds. Ooh, Ken Lowry's wide there. Adam Lindbergh. Oh, Adam's just picked up 3 seconds as well. He was going to inherit a podium, but I don't think he will now. LF takes the win. Jukester takes P2. Super Striker P3. Adam Lindbergh P4. Panda inherits P5. Dan promoted to P6, being penalty free. Albie P7. Toby P8. Bark P8. 9. Luke, after having to pit the first lap, takes P10. That's a great result for Luke, that. Ashik P11, Con P12, Airways 13th, Rick, unfortunate. Both Williams drivers actually, very unfortunate. We're well up there. Rick obviously with the disconnection and tumbling down. Kane Lowry ends up P15 after all his penalties. Chip P16 and Dorney P17 and James Brown rounding out your finishers P18. And it looks like Ashik has left the session, so everyone will be promoted a position. And we'll just get your podium finishers into the party. It's LF Dukes and Super Striker. Right, party invites are sent to podium finishers. Back in just a second. And I am back. Have we got anyone who's joined? Yes, we do. I'm going to guess LF isn't joining. So we'll start with P3, Super Striker. Yeah, how'd you feel about that, mate?
I'm sweating. My tits off.
Looked like a difficult race. Obviously, there was a lot going on. Extremely close at the start.
Yeah, before the first pit stop, there was 6 of us that just couldn't pull away from each other, and how none of us were hitting each other off the track or anything was amazing. It was class racing, the best I've seen.
Yeah, it was.
Well.
Position swapping left, right, and centre as well. Whoever was at the back of the pack of 3 seemed to get a double overtake on that start-finish line.
Yeah, it was immense, mental.
I think it was LF, Pink, and Andoni who were enticed in the battle for the front 3, and then it was yourself, Dukes, and Rick. Yeah, in the sort of just behind them 3. None of you sort of challenged them, but you were with them. You were still within the DRS.
I think Dukes was doing the same as me. He'll tell me if not. He was just waiting patiently. To be fair, I think he was hoping
I made
one
that
of those
comment
3
on stream.
I think we were waiting for one of those 3 to just mess up and then take advantage.
I made that comment on stream that I looked at yourself and Dukes, and looked at your ERS and thought, I wonder if they're just waiting patiently behind, knowing that you're sticking with them, you're keeping you're there to pick up any pieces if anything happens.
Yeah, definitely. That was my plan.
Obviously, Rick, unfortunate with the disconnection, so he soon tumbled down the order, but
yeah, gutted for him.
You held your own. How did you feel when that penalty popped up?
Gutted, because it was a silly mistake. I thought I nudged it a bit more left when I didn't need to, and it just gave me that extra warning. The only gripe I have for the race is the second SC, obviously, and you had that Haas on a 12-second penalty.
Yeah, on old tyres.
That was fighting me on fresh softs. And I'm not a dirty driver. I won't just push him off the track just to get, keep up with Dukes and LF, but he held me up massively.
Yeah.
And it really annoyed me.
I thought he was going to catch Dukes out as well, and then obviously LF went early on the restart and he had the gap. He had the gap straight away.
Yeah, but apart from that, it is what it is. I enjoyed the race. LF and Dukes pulled away. And yeah, I'll take a P3.
I've got to say, I don't often do comms on Tier 1, but it was great to watch. It was great to commentate over. Some great battles, hard battling, and clean as well, actually.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Pink Eye. I'm not too sure.
He lost it himself. He were pushing, hit the curb, and spun. I think it was turn 2, turn 3. Sort of ran wide onto the curb and just lost it straight into the wall.
Wounded.
But we'll move on now. P2, Dukes. How are you feeling after that? That were a long race.
Sweating, to be honest. Now, honestly, GG to Super Striker and Aleph, that was like quali laps from the start. And to answer your question that you said, that you asked to Super Striker about holding back, I was just trying to stay out of the battle, just try and look after the tires and then try and extend, use the battery, and because I know the hards are terrible first lap, so that was the idea.
Well, it looked like it worked, mate. You did a great job getting them fired up. I can't remember if you overcut or undercut now. There were that many position changes at the end.
Rick and I went the longest, I think. Yeah, I think.
So you went for the overcut, right? Yeah. I think there was someone further back as well who went for the overcut, and it seemed to be a bit more powerful. which I
Yeah,
was surprised at.
yeah, the odds are shocking on first lap.
Right,
So yeah,
right. So we saw people who done the undercut and ended up losing 1.7 or 2 seconds to the car ahead.
yeah, and I think it was also like a matter of time, like towards the end of the race, where the tire advantage would swing. Because I think Pink Eye stopped like 2 laps before us. I think
Yeah.
maybe 1 lap before Super Striker. So I feel like maybe around like lap 27, 28, we might have caught up. But to be honest, Aleph and Pink were quite quick, to be fair.
Yeah, well, it was a shame to see both the Williams drivers out of that battle as well, because we had the front six, all of you. You two, Andoni, Rick, LF, and Pink, and it looked like it was going to be one hell of a battle to the end, to be honest.
Yeah, it looked like we had all like similar race pace, but also it's not easy to open up a second on this track, so it was really enjoyable, hard racing.
Yeah, it was a lot closer at the front than it was like through the midfield, but a lot of penalties as well.
Yeah, especially in the dirty air, like it's so easy to just get a lot of understeer, in that last sector. So you always had to ask yourself, should I overtake or just hang back? So, but yeah, it was a nice fun race, really intense.
No, great job, mate. Glad you enjoyed it, and I've got to say, brilliant drive, great P2.
GG's, GG's.
So, congratulations to LF taking the win, even though he don't bother turning up to the interview. Congrats to
Probably went to take a
Dukes.
shower.
Dukes on the P2, Super Striker on the P3. Well done, lads. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in, everyone who's commented. Just trying to double check the calendar. Join us Sunday, 8 o'clock for Tier 3. We'll be racing here at Qatar as well. And then back next Friday, Tier 1 and 2 for Vegas. We'll see you next week.